All right, guys. Well, I'm super excited. So, did you guys know those of you who follow me know my name, Dr. Ross. There's a Dr. Ross who is actually doing a lot of crazy stuff. He graduated from UC Davis in 2018. He did an internship at U of I, where Ryan was.
Sweet.
And our hair is interesting.
Dude, mine is Peaky Blinders style.
Anyway, but we're super excited to have him as a guest, and I just can't wait to ask him about some of the stuff. If you look at his Instagram, I'll put a tag here. It's at vet underscore rose or rose. Go check him out. Nevada.
So wait, what
on
kind of
Instagram?
what kind of animals does he work with?
So he's a small animal vet. He's actually currently about to do he's in kind of doing a surgical residency, is what we gathered from not even
Cool.
a few minutes ago. But I'm going to see if I can get him on the phone, see if he answers here, and then we'll bounce him over. Peaky Blinders, you were born. Is that a guinea pig hairstyle? That is the guinea pig hairstyle.
What's up, guys?
All right, let's see if... There we are. All right, let's just do a quick check. Can you guys hear Dr. Ross? Go, now you have to talk.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me? Yeah. I don't know. Can you?
All right. It looks like we're just waiting on some responses here. I think we're good, but I can hear you. So, by the way, we got Aunt Cindy here.
Aunt Cindy, I love you.
Erica up the road, who's our beer sponsor for the evening. So anyway, Dr. Ross, I gave you a little intro there. We were super stoked to have you, and it's super sweet that we share the same name, and we're kind of sandwiching. Actually, because you're on my left on my screen, got like a little Dr. Ross sandwich
So
with
wait,
Ryan.
why were you? So wait, where'd your
Ross
name?
sandwich.
Where'd your name come from, Dr. Ross? Our names are all Irish last names. What's your?
Uh,
Don't know.
I don't know.
What's it mean?
It's,
What's Ross
my
mean?
family, Yeah, my family's South African. I don't know. Maybe that's a common. I don't know. It could be an Irish or Scottish
Huh?
name too.
Yeah. Oh.
Probably the same thing that you were. My
Mine-
friends used to call me Rose, so that's my nickname. That's
All
why
right, so I
Rose.
actually, it's crazy. So Ross and I, this is so weird saying Ross and I. Ross and I, we've been keeping in touch for a while, but we never talked in person until we were working out some of the glitches with the audio. But
Wait, how'd you guys meet?
so I remember one of the first videos. He's like, "I'm Dr. Ross too," or something, right? It was or like another Dr. Ross, and then
This
he.
was a long time ago. I was like, "What's up, Dr. Ross? This is so cool. Another vet with my name."
I
I
know.
might
it was-
have even been doing one of those weirdo things, like trying to search for my own Instagram and seeing what happens, and then you popped up. Like, who's this guy?
Dude,
Yeah.
I did that the other a couple months ago. I searched for my name, and there's like this celebrity page, which is so weird. We're not like, I don't consider us celebrities, but it's like all this like information. It says like it tries to guess my salary. I swear it's populated by a computer though. It's the weirdest thing, but it's kind of fun to look at.
So actually, real quick, just to interrupt, you are obviously at a vet hospital. So you're working technically. You're on call. Tell us what's going on.
Yeah. So yeah, right now I'm at my animal hospital. I'm on call. I could theoretically go home, but it's just easier if I'm here right now.
Yeah.
We've had a full busy day. Obviously, practices have changed now with the coronavirus, but we're still very, very busy.
Yeah.
We're seeing lots of emergencies. Maybe half an hour ago, we just finished our last surgery, and patients recovering in our recovery room.
Nice.
But they're all stable, and we have quite a huge hospital over here, and we've still been quite busy during
Yeah.
this time.
Are you able to just tell us what you removed?
It was a squeaker toy.
Oh, yeah.
That,
Cool.
the dog enjoyed his toy a little bit too much.
Yeah,
It
man.
almost made it. It was just at the distal jejunum,
Oh yeah.
which is one of the,
Yep.
for the people watching, if they don't know, it's the one of the segments of the small intestine, and
Yeah.
it almost made it, but
I really,
no.
really just want to plug, like, one of my favorite things about his particular social media page on Instagram is he's very educational.
Yeah.
And you do it in multiple languages, which is so cool, dude. Yeah. Anyways, so he'll explain something and then have this massive paragraph, and I feel like, even as a vet, that I gain from it, but he also makes it accessible for kind of your average person.
So are you doing a surgical rotation? And if so, can you explain what that is?
Yeah, right now I'm doing what's called a surgical internship.
Oh, okay.
Which is, it's just another optional year, I guess, for more training.
Great.
In the specialty surgical procedures where we do advanced soft tissue, orthopedic,
Nice.
and neurologic surgeries.
Sweet. What kind of are you doing ACLs then, orthopedic wise?
Yeah, not as many right
Okay.
now because we're not doing as many elective procedures.
Oh, yep. That's right.
But yeah, definitely before all this coronavirus stuff started happening, we were doing like 5 TPLOs a day.
Holy
So
smokes, that's crazy.
it's definitely a full surgery.
Wait, real quick. Where are you from? Like I hear an accent, I think.
Maybe. My family's originally from South Africa.
Yeah.
But I grew up, went to school in LA.
Okay.
Went
Yeah.
to college in North Carolina at Duke University.
Nice.
I studied abroad in Barcelona, so
Oh, okay.
I'd always living in Los Angeles. Everyone speaks Spanish. I played a lot of soccer, so our coaches always talked to us in Spanish. And then in college, I studied abroad in Barcelona, so I learned a little bit of Spanish there too.
Dang.
Dude, we all 4 of us. So there's 4 brothers in our family total.
That's awesome.
I don't have 4 brothers. I have 3, but there's 4 total, and we all grew up playing soccer. And our dad was the coach, and we all were in the deep end. I think we all, and then we converted to motocross riding. It's
That's so cool.
But well, Nevada, man, there's some legit motocross tracks there, which is a completely different sport. But maybe we'll have to do a vet 3v3 team. By the way, like I said, the only rule of you being on here is that if they need you, you gotta go. Okay?
Yeah.
Don't.
We're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
I just heard someone behind me, but we are good.
All right. One thing again, the crazy thing about him, he's had some crazy experiences with your non-domestic animals, and that's the other thing. Do you have one of your favorite little stories that you want to share with us?
Ooh, it's hard to choose, but definitely my favorite exotic animal to work with is rhinos. It sucks that they're being poached at such a crazy rate. If it's hard to even imagine that they're probably going to be extinct in the next 5 to 10 years if the world doesn't get its shit together. Sorry, excuse my language.
It's valid. It's valid.
But yeah, anytime you work with one of these huge, you can't even really imagine how big they are until you're up next to them.
Wow.
And their head is their head is bigger than you.
Wow. Now, just a little PSA. What would you tell us as vets who haven't kind of crossed that threshold to go on a trip to do all that, or kind of your average just animal lover? I know there's things that are buying shirts and stuff, or just kind of build awareness. What would be your thoughts just for kind of us and our kind of audience?
In terms of working with those animals,
or just kind of your thoughts on your experiences. Is there anything that we can actually even do?
Definitely, if you haven't been on safari before, going into Africa, it can be expensive, but put it on your bucket list.
Okay.
It is the most life-changing. I mean, there's no way you're not going to love it. It's seeing these wild animals in their natural habitat. It's a new feeling that's inspiring and humbling, and it's incredible.
It's amazing.
And also the South African, or I guess African culture, is very fun to be around too.
So Dr. Ross, if you're doing surgery on a rhino, what's the procedure? How do you get them sedate under anesthesia? Have you done that or no? Do you just Wow.
Yeah.
So what's that like?
So actually, and this is something that's not as well known by that many people, but most rhinos in South Africa are actually privately owned. So they're on farms, and and it's the white rhino.
Yeah.
It's called white because its mouth is wide, where it's Afrikaans word for white, wide, which means they have a wide mouth. But so they're privately owned rhinos, and so they have someone who's going to be paying for their veterinary care. And so they'll hire a team of wildlife vets. You can either locate them with a helicopter or with a chopper. With a helicopter. Sometimes if they know where they are, you can drive out with the Land Rover and find them. Then you got to dart them. Usually aim for one of the back legs, one of the big muscle bellies.
Are you doing that? Are you shooting the dart?
I guess I could. Typically, it's someone who has more experience than me. But it's because you have to guess how much they weigh too, and so to know how much drugs to put into the dart, and then also just the gun itself, your experience with that gun, because no gun is going to shoot exactly the same, and got to get close to them. But then the fun part is once you shoot them, the drugs only last like 5 minutes or so until you have to give them another IV drug. And then, so we have to wrestle them first to make sure that they're not going to, I don't know, first of all, not go do something stupid that they could hurt themselves. But then we also have to go and get them and put them in a safe spot. So it's really fun.
Yeah. And then at that point, is that, then are you removing part of the horn, obviously, or usually?
Yeah, there was an old procedure that we used to do where we would inject dye into the horns. Now, this dye was supposedly done to render the horn not usable for poachers, and because I guess poachers like to sell the horn to places in China, Southeast Asia, and they would use the horn as for ornamental purposes, a status symbol, but also for medicinal purposes, which I'm sure a lot of you might know. There's no medicinal value in rhino horns at all.
Yeah.
But putting this dye into the horn was too expensive and couldn't do it to all rhinos, took way too long. So now the treatment that they do is actually cutting off the horns. And it sounds gruesome, but the horns are just like our fingernails or hair. They have, at a certain point, they have no blood supply and no nerve endings in it. And so we can completely cut off a lot of it. And that has been quite effective at reducing the rates of poaching in those animals that have had that procedure done.
Yeah, man.
Wow. This is cool.
Yeah.
It's
So
freaking awesome.
well, cool, man. Somebody did ask, do you know, and we can follow up as well. Just like the best, is there like an organization that you trust that would like that we could donate to? Because people are wondering, like, which is one that we would say as vets is credible to donate to, or like
there are a lot, definitely. So there's like worldwide ones, but there's also some in South Africa. Specifically, the company that I work with a lot, they're called Salati Wildlife Experience. You can find them on Instagram at Salati Wildlife Experience.
Brilliant.
But there's a lot that are out there. There's the Maholo Holo Rehabilitation Center. I've been there a few times. That's a long word, Maholo Holo. I don't actually know what it means, but
sounds like
pretty much that's what you think of.
Well, awesome, man, dude. I so appreciate it. I want to throw one last question that I'm just super curious personally, because I see you've graduated. You're obviously in your surgical internship. You've got a great following on Instagram, and you're doing this educational platform. And like, where do you see yourself? Like, what's your ultimate goal? I want to know. And where do you see yourself? What do you want to do with your platform?
I don't even know myself, really.
That's awesome.
I definitely love doing surgery, but I also I love all animals too. So of course I love cats and dogs, but I also really like exotics too.
Yeah.
So I want to find something that's a combination of those. I'm also really interested in business too. So potentially starting my own practice one day would also be.
And what about, and then the social media, of course, too. Like I said, you're doing amazing with just, like, honestly, I'll read one of your posts. I'm like, dang, I'm just gonna share yours because I'm not gonna be like
I
I
appreciate it.
loved the one on the Tiger King. But dude, so good to talk with you in person. I'm so glad. Like I said, everybody, go check out his Instagram page. Yeah, do you have a Facebook as well, or?
I do, yeah. It's also Vet Rose, but
Okay,
I'm yeah. There's
yeah,
no underscore on my
okay.
Facebook page.
Well, excellent,
So
dude.
awesome being here and
Well,
talking to
nice
you.
meeting you,
It's
Dr.
not in
Ross.
person. Nice to meet you, Dr. Ryan, as
Yeah,
well.
we got Dr. Ross squared and Ryan. Maybe it's a spin-off show down the road or something, huh? But no,
Dr. Ryan, have you met another Dr. Ross before?
No, I don't think so. No.
Two Dr. Rosses at the same time.
uh, all right, boss. Well, seriously, have a good rest of your
Cool.
day, man, and make sure that dog that ate the squeaker's doing well, and give us an update tomorrow, man.
Definitely. We'll give you guys an update. It was awesome chatting with you guys, and look forward to talking to you guys again soon.
Heck yeah, man. Awesome. All right, man. Peace. Dude, so cool.